Hi, good evening. Hi, love. Hi, Saurabh. I had a good, all right day. I was in Tesla over the weekend, closed at about 400%, but then it just went like a bullet, never stopped, went on and on and on and on and on and on. But it was good. Like I got messages from many people that yes, they made huge money in Tesla. Most of the people who had losses, Tesla almost covered everything for them. So I'm really happy for people, including me. I did made some money. I could have made much more, but I was out most of the day, so I didn't trade Tesla. But yes, it worked really, really well. Hi, Manish. Hi, Uttam. Hope you all had Tesla with you because we picked up Tesla on Friday afternoon, 9:50, 11:05 calls. They were cheap, $10, $11. Today they went on to $100, almost 1,000% returns. And market is behaving properly as we expected in terms of direction going up and up and up. So now what I want from market is, or I wish that it touches 4,600. It's almost there. But if it touches 4,600, then it can be really, really great. This 4,607 is a very interesting area. If we stay in this area, then we'll define a wall. If we break out of this area, we will have much more. We will come back to the long-term trend line. So we'll have at least 200 more points if we break it about 4,600. Hi, Harry. So I'm pretty much interested to see what this week brings us. I want us to touch, like ES to touch this trend line. Every time it broke here, it went up and tested this line. So I'm just expecting the same. So Saurabh, if you do not have any trade days left, you can still open the position, but do not close it. If you are in gain, try to make spreads so that you can lock in the profits. So there are ways around how to deal with if you do not have any day trade left. Hi, Joy. Good evening. So let me just share my screen. So any positive tickers you want to discuss? Because I think Tesla is pretty much done now. Nike is done. Google, Facebook, Neo, they all did. Netflix did. Okta did. So if we do a revisit of our yesterday's planning, ES almost did 4,566. So we are pretty much good. QQQ above 374, almost reached 378. Still has a way to go to 380. So it will be there tomorrow. Apple did not move much. AMD gave an opportunity at 118 today and tested 122. So it's good. Amazon did not work. IWM, I think it worked really well today. It's almost coming to that range. If it breaks from here, it's clear blue sky for IWM. So I'm still positive for this. Baidu didn't work out at all. Okta, it did. Almost tested 265 target, which was here. So it pretty much did its job, 265. General Motors didn't work at all. Neo did, because Neo, I like from 38.50 all the way to 41 target, it did its job. Then Facebook, yes, if you buy around 324, 326, it like in the after hours is about 333. So it's working in that direction. Plus they have announced 50 billion buyback, which is a good thing for keeping the price up. So I'm expecting much more in Facebook. Google kind of stayed in the range. It was one of the open low states. So as soon as it opened and the low was same, it hit 251 today. So it's on its way to hit 262. Nike, I think it struggled. It did make high low, but it struggled. Could have been a better trade than Nike. Square did 259, now 262. Did its job. Tesla, it didn't even open here. It just went on and on and on. Snow came close to 345. Breakout didn't happen much. So I would like to see what happens in it tomorrow. PayPal, it hit 255 in the morning and then retraced back. So we had good trades. Now I want to just update this list. I want to get rid of PayPal. I want to include Palantir because Palantir did really good. Came hi Vijay. Snow instead of Nike, I want to do Path. And if you have any tickers you want to discuss, you can put it here. And let me just check on my scanners if I have any inside days. We have Roku inside day, UAL. I would Twilio is good. Roku, let me bring Roku back. Google, I'm just waiting for the ERs, so I'm not touching Roku. Facebook is done. Netflix 677 is almost done. Okta is out, so I'm going. Pins is there. John Deere, LMT, they all are running. Joy. So, hi, Kataman. Good evening. Any other ticker you want? Nvidia is there. Nvidia, MDB, Coin, all these tickers they ran, which we discussed. I want to just get rid of Baidu. Instead, I want to bring in LCID to sit motors. Any other ticker you want to discuss? Nvidia, I'm not touching because Nvidia is Xpev has already done its target, but I'll just mention it here. Xpev. We have Xpev, Nvidia. Kills. This is a stock which doesn't work. Okay, I think we are pretty much good with what we have. Okay, let's start evaluating from all these tickers, and then once I'm done, I'll be posting my Zoom link into the chat. I'll try to be a little focused meeting, and let's get started. So hi and welcome to my channel. If you're watching it for the first time, this is the list which I'm planning to go tonight. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me on my Twitter and you can send me your messages or your charts and we can take it from there. All right, so first I want to evaluate ES. So ES has been making higher highs, higher lows. And yesterday we were talking that yes, if we move up and look at the stop loss right there, this was the stop loss which we talked, that the open, the close here and the open is same. The stop loss should be this. This acted really nicely. Today again, the close here and the open is same. So this should act as a good stop loss. 45.30 should act as a good stop loss now for ES to go long. Or if you want to do a channel, this is a channel breakout as well. Now, the first target which comes to ES is this line, 4607. 4566, or once we break it tomorrow, we should be fine. And if I keep like 4550 as a resistance, because this was previous all-time high, so if I keep that as my stop loss, I think that will be a really good. I'm not even giving a neutral outlook. I'm super positive, so I'm just keeping that in mind. And that's why I gave all these positive last night as well. So I'll be a buyer above 4566, which is today's high, and we'll keep 4450 as my stop loss target is this, and I'm totally bullish. QQQ, I am now bullish, and there's nothing in terms of negative. Like if it breaks down, I'll be simply buying this at this juncture. So I'm not even considering the QQQ part or the negative part on the ES. It will change. It will take some time to change it. QQQ has been really good. Finally, it's consolidating. After the consolidation, it broke well. The trend is showing positiveness. Now we are looking forward to 380.42 and 382.71. I think by tomorrow or by Thursday, we should have this all-time highs on triple Q. I'm not even worried about the shorts in this. Stop loss will be updated here to 376, I will say. 376 was a good area where it has seen consolidation. 376, 77. 376.50, I will just mark the stop loss. Buy above today's high, which is 378.80. So 376.50, 378 to 379. Just buy this. Don't miss triple Q. ES has done a good run, made new highs. Triple Q is yet to do all that, so it has more potential to run in. And we have big earnings: Apple, AMD, Amazon, Google in this week. So all these companies have potential to move triple Q pretty strongly. Apple had a negative news in the afternoon that yes, they're going to have this was the news that where was Apple? There was a news regarding Apple Justice Department antitrust suit. This came around 5-ish. That's the only negative in Apple. Otherwise, technically, it's letting the EMA to catch up, which is really good. Still holding above this 147.80 level, which is really, really positive. So I'm still hoping it hold this maybe tomorrow. It has earnings on 10/28, which is Wednesday afternoon, Thursday afternoon. So it's good time. If we get an opportunity to add around 147, 148, I will not miss Apple to go long. So I'm still bullish, keeping the same information like in this equation. Everything is same as is. AMD today made all-time highs, and on the charting side, it's very bullish. Tested bang on the long-term resistance line 123 and kind of resisted, but it's making higher highs, high lows. It has earnings tomorrow, and usually it gives back after earnings. That's my experience. It may run after the earnings, but usually it gives back. So what I want is, if you're in a position, you may try to enter above 128 for 123 for 128, and keep the stop loss of 121.50, because it has moved a lot from this long-term trend line. And this is the same trend line which I'm showing you on ES. Once we break above this, we can have massive potential of going up. So this you should not ignore. Anywhere in the chart you see the dark dotted black line, you should consider that's a breakout, and just look out for the dark red line. It will touch. 99% of the time it goes up and touch it. So here I'll just update. I'm still positive on AMD, but it has earnings tomorrow. So if I have any stock, I will just exit it. Buy in the range 122, 123 before the years, and keep stop loss of 121.50. Target I'm keeping is 128. This is ER, so I'm just keeping it 60%. Both the targets are 128. Above 128, if it goes, it has potential to 155 and 160. So there's nothing stopping above 128. Either you can wait for 128 or you can try to preempt the move and enter. But if I get it around 115, I will be a buyer in AMD no matter what. AMD is such a good stock, such a high potential company. If I get an opportunity being rejected from the resistance, it may come down after the year. Again, I'm just evaluating any possible scenarios. If it comes around 115, I'll be a definite buyer in AMD. But right now, looking at the technical charts, it made higher high, higher lows, so it's positive, and looking forward for its year. I'm not going to trade year because I do not, but I'm going to see how it reacts. Amazon did manage to close right in this area where it has shown some level of resistance. So today it closed, most likely, I think it's bottom, because if it had to make inverted head and shoulders, look right here. Let me just take a screenshot, copy this. So this, which we were talking yesterday, now we have a new frame, and let me just mark the red. If we start from this as our baseline, this is our first shoulder, confirm. This is our head, went up. This is our second shoulder, confirmed. So this is left shoulder, the right shoulder, and the head. Now, if this sets up beautifully, which I'm expecting, because if you look at the chart, the candle size is going down, and it's not like it opened, it went down, but it tried to come up. So it means that, yes, they were buyers which pushed the price from here to here and make sure that, yes, it closed not at the bottom, but above this level. So I believe that, yes, it has much more potential. It has bottomed out, and I'm expecting a massive move in Amazon. And one more rationale I have is this. Look at this area. There's massive consolidation in the Amazon. So here it is highly consolidated. It will not easily go down from here. Okay, this 3286 should be a significant support, and I showed you both the shoulders here. They are in sync. Tomorrow, if we move up from here, which I'm sure we will open above 3340, 3350, I'm expecting that. And if we do that, it will become a Morningstar as well, and the target will come out to be 3460 and 3543. Once we test 3543, it will not stop. It will not stop. You have seen Tesla, but you have not seen Amazon in last 18 months. If it moves, it can give you 4,000 in just a matter of one day. Okay, so I am going long in Amazon. I have a position 3400 call ending this week. I'm pretty bullish. Let's see what moves in or what pushes Amazon till the year. But that's a risk which I'm ready to take, because it's setting up beautifully, and an outcome of this setup should be really, really good move. Okay, I'm just disclosing my position with you all, that I'm this much bullish on Amazon. So here I'm just keeping Amazon now as positive. Its inverted head and shoulder is set up by above 3340. Stop loss should be today's low, which is 3297. 3297. That should be taken as stop loss. Target, we can see this or this maybe by before earnings, and I'm 70% bullish on Amazon. And guys, I'll pick up all your tickers one by one once I'm done with my link, my analysis. IWM should be now the best of the lot. It has made the W right there. So it's about to break out. So I'm just waiting for that breakout move. It consolidated well. After a very long time, it closed right above 228 and right above the trend line and above the supply zone. So it's really, really amazing setup for IWM. And I think IWM has also good inputs in terms of option flows, which we had. Yes. I think it was yesterday or somewhere where they had like massive, they're selling like 219 puts. You see, they're selling 229 to they were there, and I'm looking forward for it. All these like 229, they are sold. This is January, and somebody is selling January put on IWM. So I'm looking forward for IWM to now make a massive breakout, just following up rest of the indexes. And I use black box as a confirmation. So my chart is suggesting yes, there's a breakout. Option flow is suggesting yes, there is potential selling off of 229, 219 puts. So which gives me an indication that yes, there's a potential for it to go higher. So I'm very much bullish on IWM, and I'm just giving this 80% conviction. It's really, really bullish. Buy above this range and we will see all these numbers. Bang, bang, bang. Lucid Motors, this has been my long-term investment. I am not selling this. And this almost tested this line once again. Tomorrow, I'm expecting it to move up. It is a Morningstar right now. Not a clean, but potential breakout is there in Lucid Motors. LCID. It's positive by above 2740. And potential for this is about $30.20. So that's about like 10% move, which is there in Lucid Motors, which is there. 30.2. Stop loss in this case will be 26.15. So a risk reward is much better. Small stop loss, a good potential target. Suraj, I'll explain to you how to do butterfly once I'm done. So just wait for it. So Lucid Motors, it's good, 70%. Pens, I think I'm disappointed in Pens. It had a good gap now. It already had a gap here, and now we have made one more gap. It was trying to fill this gap after the years, but no, it's just coming and staying here. It filled this gap actually. The gap was 50 and today's low was 49. So it filled this gap for sure, and it bounced from here. So if it stays above 49, it's good. Otherwise, it will come down and fill this gap, which is at 46. So 46 is excellent opportunity for pins to enter. I will not miss 46 opportunity on pins, but here I think it has bottomed out for now, because that's the area it has shown some consolidation. So I'll keep 49 as a stop loss, and we'll try to see if it can touch 54. So I'm not bullish on pins, but I'm just marking this as neutral. Buy in 51, 52 area, keeping 49 as a stop loss. No, 50, 51 area. E49 stop loss, target is 54. And I'm not 10% bullish on this. I'm just giving the 60% conviction. General Motors, I don't want to include this because it's a slow mover. Instead, I want to include my favorite Moderna. We talked about Moderna a couple of days back that yes, if it holds this green line, it can bounce. So today it had the news and it bounced right from there. 335 area, which is a 12 EMA. Now it's trying to test 334 EMA, which is 354. If it breaks out, good. If it doesn't, it's an excellent opportunity to short. Everything which was lined up for Moderna is out. You cannot expect anything new from Moderna. So if you find resistance at 355 area, I would definitely go short in Moderna. So I'm going to make a trade which is short. Stop loss is 355 roughly, and sell near 352 to 355. Target in this case will be 336 and 314. It may sound odd to you, but that's what I am trading on this. It is hyperinflated at this time. It should not be at this valuation. So if it does not break out of this, it's a good potential to sell. So inflow on BlackRock. Let me check for mRNA. There's 350 calls, and 350 calls are only for these 350 calls were sold. Every 375 was sold. You see the prices. I'll show you how I evaluated that. Let me open 350 calls. It started right here. 335. Look at the dollar amount. They're not massive dollar amounts. Only 59, 45,000, 100,000. This is about 200,000, so it's really good. These were actually sold at 9,940. Let's check this. Moderna. This is 1029, 350 calls. The open interest is less than the volume, so it is interesting. I break it to 30 minutes. So in last half an hour, there was massive call buying in Moderna, which is about 1,800 lots in this 350 area. So somebody is trying to buy this. So if I break it down to 5 minutes, yes. This shows strength because the calls were bought and it's shown in the black box as well. But it's coming around this, not this. This comes around this 12 EMA area for call price as well. So if it breaks out, it has potential. That's what I'm saying. If the calls breaks out or the stocks breaks out above 355, it has potential to run. And that could be 376. So call can actually go to 36, which is this number. But if it doesn't break out, this could be a massive selling opportunity in Moderna. Okay, that's why I'm just keeping it very strict stop loss. If it breaks above 340, 355, I will exit. But right now it's a trade which I want to short. Then I'll be picking up Netflix. So Netflix has been my favorite and it's running every day. It came all the way and tested this long-term resistance line 675, 678, and still made a higher high, high low. So I'm extremely bullish on Netflix still. Above 678, we have some resistance. 675 to 680 area is some resistance area. So I'll not be jumping into a trade in Netflix now. If I get around 650, I will. Or it breaks above 680, I will. Above 680, it can test 727. So I'm just keeping a very neutral, like I'm still positive practically on Netflix, so buy above 680 or 677. 80. Target will be 683. Oh, 683. And there's no resistance here. So a roughly round number 700, maybe a showstopper for now. 700. 727. Stop loss in this case will be today's low, which was 657. I will open 663. I'll keep 663 as my stop loss. So I'm still positive on new Netflix. Neo, I am still bullish, continuing my view which I had. The only thing which will move is now the stop loss. Stop loss will move to 39.80, and as I'm already in position in Neo, I'll be looking forward for 43 area. I'm not short on this, so I'm just going to keep it positive now. Moving my stop loss to 39.80. Target is still 43. Buy above today's high, 41.50. Facebook had all right kind of earnings, but it came here to the long term trend line. Now it has potential to move up 333, which is trading in the after hours. So I'll not be jumping in a new trade now. I'll be waiting if it holds 333. If it does, then only I'll be jumping into Facebook for 338 and 342.90. So I'll be keeping my stop loss very confined, and I want to make this gap hold. If the gap is filled, then there's no point trading this. Buy above 333.10. Target is 338, 342.90. Stop loss is 328. I'm just giving it a neutral view because it is there in that range where it can make or break. So above 333, if you see a candle closing, a 30-minute candle closing above 333, that means we can go long in this, and then we can test 338. Now, tomorrow the results are gone. The premium will be crunched humongously because the IV was really high. So if you were long, you would see that yes, your premium is going down. If you had butterflies or if you had spreads, you will be much better in position. If you want to add, wait for 10 o'clock and see the 10 o'clock closing at or above 333. If it does, then it has potential to go to 342.90. If it does not, then there's no long position in Facebook. Roku, I think Roku had the inside day as well. So I'm just going to post Roku inside day. Roku has been on the sidelines. It's consolidating around 319 area, and 319 area is an area where it has seen good support. Inside day plus the EMAs are catching up. So a break above 326 can be really good for Roku. 326 will test 331 and 345 is the target. So I am inside day bullish, so about 326. Target is 331, 345. And I'm marking this as green. And inside days are strong, so I'm having a good conviction here that if the breakout happens, these numbers will come. Now, where can I put the stop loss? Stop loss should be right here, 321 area. 321 area. Etsy broke out today and did test our level of 252, which was its previous highs. Now it has a target of 262, which it should and will test as soon as possible if it gets an opportunity. So it's a continuation pattern. So it's a positive. I'm just mentioning it's a continuation. So buy above 250, which is today's high. It closed at day high, 253. So buy above 253, and stop loss will become previous high, which was 251.80. This is a very tight stop loss for a big mover like Etsy, but yes, it is what it is. Target is 262. So it's a good potential trade as well. Path. Path is about to break out. So if it breaks out here and has a Morningstar right there, so I would see if it breaks over 55.35, I think it will go for the gap fill, which is around 62. So I'll be looking for positive, and it's a Morningstar. So Morningstar. And Morningstar on IWM, you should not ignore it. It's on the weekly. So if it breaks out, it could be massive. Target will be 62, and it will be a gap fill. So you need to wait for 55.35. Don't try to preempt the move. Stop loss will be 53.30, 53.29. Square is again like it tested the 12 EMA right to the point, open right there, and from that moment it never looked back. Excellent opportunity, bullish engulfing, trend changing. So it's positive. You just need to read the price section. If you start understanding the price section, you will just love it. So buy about 263 now, which is our target. And stop loss will become 257. A big stop loss, but target is equally big, 275. It's a good risk reward issue. And you can trail these stocks once you are in good gains. Tesla is Tesla. Again, it broke up this green line, massive move. It came all the way here to test the purple line. So 1056 above, we have this target, 1172. In between, there is no. If it holds this gap, it's very positive. But if it breaks and loses, comes down, that will be a confirmation that yes, it is done for now. So just keep 950 as an indicator that yes, this gap should not be filled. And I'll be only jumping into Tesla if it crosses 1058, which is again like 3% away. But if you really want to go Tesla, either you need to let it come around 1000, which is a psychological level, add it around there, or you need to add it around 1056. So I'm just giving it a neutral view now because Tesla has done its job. By above 1056, and target will be 1172. It's a massive target and it's a long-term target. Tesla may move somewhat tomorrow, but that's a target, and stop loss will be 1045 here. I'm not considering that this may happen, but if it doesn't, I'll not be jumping onto Tesla because it had seen a very good move from 800 around the earnings to almost 1050. That's about 250 points, more than 30% move. So I think it's pretty much done for now. Snow at one time of the day went up above 345, which was our area. and could not close above it. But the interesting thing is making higher, higher lows. So I think I am pretty much there that yes, it's about to break out above 345. Stop loss is now 341. The only thing which has changed in this equation, 341. Tomorrow could be snooze day. So I'm very positive here. Last is Palantir. Palantir showed good strength today and came all the way to 2558. Could not breach it, but at least it's showing a breakout from the inside day. Now above 2558, we have 2620 on 2660 area. So I think it's going to move in a very good strength. So I'm positive buy above 2558. Target is 2620 and 2670. It can easily fly above 2760 to 30. So I'm just giving it 30. Yeah. Stop loss in this case will be 2480. All right, so this is what I had to discuss. So let me share the Zoom link in the chat and you can all join in and we can discuss all the tickers. And I'm keeping the recording open so that you all can, if you don't want to join, you can come and connect. Okay, so we had XPEV. XPEV had a massive move here above 4460, which we talked that yes, once it breaks above it, it will test 51. It's almost going to that. So I'm again positive on electric vehicle sector. It has potential to come and test 51. 51 is a mediocre target for XPEV. I believe 58 will be a very good target, showing strength, and there was a formidable option flow backing it up, which started last year. And that's about XPEV. So whoever asked this XPEV, are you on the call? Then we had Nvidia. Nvidia finally broke out of this range today, and after hours it's like 236 to 30. There's nothing to stop Nvidia from 281. The one potential target is 245. It's an expensive stock at this time, but looking at the chip market and everything, it has potential to go up. So 245 is the first target for Nvidia. I'm extremely bullish on the chip sector, Nvidia, AMD. Somebody is asking about Google. Google also has earnings this week. It's 10/26 Wednesday. It's trying to hold this trend line. Till the moment it's holding this trend line, it's all right. And in the after hours, it's about 1% up. So as I said last evening, it may have a Morningstar. So if it holds 2750, you might see a good potential run towards the ER here. Keep 2750 as a stop loss and let it run. It can run 2793 and 2848. Then we had skills, SKL. See, this is a stock which I do not know, but yes, it's showing some strength. It has come out above the 12 or 34 EMA both after a reasonable amount of time and holding. So it has potential to test 1190 and 1280. That's the first target which it should see in schools. MAR. And guys, if you have any other ticker and you want to discuss anything, please speak. It's not going to be a monologue. We need to interact.
Hey, Naval, can you share your thoughts on PayPal?
Which one?
PayPal?
PayPal. Okay. Do you have any chart for yourself?
I don't.
You have any position?
Yeah, I have calls.
So
I
why did you
entered.
pick your calls? Tell me that first.
Why did I pick? I picked. So the reason I picked, I thought that the deal won't go through, the pins and PayPal. So it had a good day, but I'm just hoping that I didn't sell them. It was still in profit. So I have to decide tomorrow. Should I sell them tomorrow or just keep holding? It's like 2 months
Okay.
out.
Okay. So MAR is struggling here around this area, 154, 155. So I think it's holding above its previous highs. I will keep 152 in MAR Marriott and just see if it breaks above 155.25. If it does, then it can be positive, but otherwise it's consolidating. Okay, PayPal. PayPal is red, red, and red. There's nothing green here. So it needs to hold 249.90 area. Even I have PayPal spreads, but I have spreads. I do not have open position.
Okay.
I
Got
have
it.
250, 260 positions. I would see if it breaks above 249.90 again, I will go long here.
Okay.
But if it stays below it, then it loses its charm. Then there is no point entering there.
Got it. Thank you.
Anyone else has anything to discuss? See, you 18 people joined. You must have something to talk.
Hi Naval, this is Manoj. Can you pick up Qualcomm?
I can definitely pick up, but what are your thoughts on Qualcomm first?
My thoughts are like it will have an earning run. Earnings are on number 3rd, and since the chips sector is showing strength, it should go up by at least 5-6 points.
It is in the area where like it can bounce 130 to 40. If it breaks, yes, it can move to 139. It has potential. Because
Okay,
you see, after a very long time, it is consolidating around the red line. It has not seen the red line for a long,
correct.
almost a month. So if it goes up around the red line and breaks out, keeping 132.50 as stop loss, you can see 138, 139 very easily.
Okay, I have one more RBLX.
Roadblocks, yes, it's positive, but it always fails at 84, 85 level. It has gone once or twice in this area, but more likely it needs to come back and make inverted head and shoulders. If it comes around 79, that will be excellent. That will confirm the inverted head and shoulders, and then it can move like anything. It will break 88, it will break 93, it will break everything which comes into its way. It needs to come down to 79. If it goes up, it will get fade away with 88 once again.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Naval, this is Suraj here.
Hi.
Hi. HFC, please. I sent you my charts in Twitter too. Twitter message.
1 second. You have your charts. Okay.
I mean, I'm trying to my second week with stocks. I'm trying to see what if this is right or wrong. It's a oil
HFC.
company. Yeah.
Okay, I need to see it here on my chart. Okay. It made W. It's kind of breakout from here. It's coming in like it's getting consolidated here. So if it comes around 36 and breaks it, then you can see a fall to 34. If it holds 36, then it may move up.
Okay. Thank you.
Naval, I have one more. I wanted to know your opinion on Facebook after earnings that they put together?
I just explained it.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That Facebook, like it's in the sheet as well, that Facebook, if it holds above 333, then go long for 338, 342. And I'm like 60% confident here, not 100%.
Thank you.
It's holding about 333 now. I think futures have gone up as well. Yes. One more thing which I saw today is airlines or air sector may get a pump with new restrictions, or the restrictions getting easier. So there's a possibility that we may see some move in these companies, airlines, and I'll not even talk about Boeing. It's such a profit sucker. Amazon, you wanted to talk about what we can do on DWAC. First, I'll do DWAC and then we'll talk about Amazon. And DWAC is a mess. If you are in it, you are not a trader, you are a gambler. You had a good day yesterday and now you're on losing trend. There's no technical flavor here. There's nothing here. It can come down pretty easily. It's not a company. It's still something which needs to be built upon. You may think that, yes, you have missed a run. No. You may have missed a Tesla run. I agree. But you have missed a DWAC run. No. Just avoid this company. There's nothing here. On technicals, from 175 to 107, that is about 70% cut in span of half an hour. That's absolutely rubbish. It's not a company which you should trade. If you were here and you were lucky and you made money, be happy with it. Just avoid these kind of companies. Amazon spread. I will not recommend any spread as of now because Amazon needs to move. I'm just waiting for a push above 33.84. If it does, then we will see if you want to make any spreads in Amazon or not, but not as of now. As of now, if you keep it open, that will be really, really great. Like Facebook, it has come down substantially. Google has come down substantially. Amazon is down almost 15% from an all-time high. This has been the laggard. If Jeff Bezos or the new CEO does not do a split, this Amazon is going to 2,800. If they do it, we will see 4,000 on Friday. In straight line, nobody will stop Amazon if we see a split in Amazon. But again, it's a thing which nobody can predict or nobody knows about this. But you will see a good momentum in Amazon around the earnings, for sure. SEDG. See, I do not do stocks which I don't know, but this company is coming into a zone where it has seen some resistance. So if it breaks above 312, 313 or 315, practically 315, it can actually go up from there towards 335. So it has potential. It's looking good. And the consolidation is here. It's making a bull pennant. So breakout is there. Above 315, it will confirm that there is a breakout. Anyone else?
If nobody's asking, I can ask one more. It's WIX.
WIX, what's that?
VIX.
It's VIX.
No, it's WIX. It's a website making company.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's making
there are only two companies which make website. Is then one is VIX, another is Squarespaces.
No, I got it. Thank you for that. See again here, it has not seen any candle above 34 EMA. This chart is something similar to Beyond, and then they had nasty. So possibly there may be some good news coming in this company. A breakout above this can be really good.
Okay, thank you.
A breakout about 202 202 should be really good.
Okay.
Beyond. I don't want even to talk about this. This is such a killer. Like I just told you, the Beyond has a similar setup. Like we talked about VIX, right? It just consolidated and broke down. Today it had inside day, but no, it's not a company to trade. It has gaps. I'm not touching this company, and in terms of trade, it needs to go above 107 to make any meaningful trade. Otherwise, it may be very, very choppy. You may see $4 up move one day and $3 down move next day. Then $4 up move, $3 down move. So it's pretty tight. Last one is FCell. FCell got bullish a couple of days back, but came back here. It's in the consolidating range, so I would just keep 7 as my stop loss if I'm going long in FCell. Anyone else? Otherwise, I'm
But
just
you can-
about to close.
Hey, Naval, can you please check MDB, MongoDB?
MongoDB was 515. Above it can go up. It did that today. We were discussing MDB a couple of times in the past. 515, it closed right above it. This long-term trend line. It was rejected. Finally, it breakout, close above it. It's positive. It has now massive target.
So any potential of it to go down? I have some short shares.
You are in a bad position then. If it goes below 515, then yes.
Okay,
If it stays above 518, then you should exit.
got it. Thanks.
Should exit.
Paji, can you check DKNG once?
DKNG is a Satoria company. It never works. It's in this range 46. If you keep this, it can make a Morningstar and run.
Yeah, well, that's what I was looking at. It's maybe if tomorrow it's a green, then we may get a Morningstar at 38.2 Fib level.
Yes,
So,
yes. But this company has not worked. It only works once or twice and then it gives up.
yep.
See, last time we had 64 area. It got rejected. Bang, bang, bang.
Mhm. Yeah, I haven't held a position since 64. But at that time I sold, I haven't bought it, but now I'm thinking to buy it again.
It's a good buy at this price, yes.
Okay.
The good thing is the long-term support has moved up a lot. So 45, 43, 45 is a long-term support. So even if it goes down, you're buying stocks, it's a good opportunity to accumulate.
Can we also check Fold? It may go down because of the
Why it will go down?
because it's like Tesla is sucking up all the energy in the EV sector or car.
Tesla has production issues. It may have a demand, and Elon Musk accepted that. He needs to deliver. Having an order of 100K and delivering 100K order is totally different thing.
Yeah.
So I will not rule out Ford, General Motors at all. It's coming to this long-term support. It will hold it. And you must see, and I've said that if a stock holds this long-term resistance trend line, then it tends to bounce back really strongly. So potential is above 18, 19 in Ford. And I don't even touch this stock in options because I have stocks myself at 11 and just keeping it. There's no point touching it.
So Paji, this is Rajesh here. So it seems like market is picking up, especially EV sector. And what do you think about the market direction, especially for this week? Yeah, I know it can go up and down, but what your opinion?
Rajesh, I spoke about that at length at 7 o'clock. Market is positive 4,600. Guys, if you do not join on time, then I have to repeat this, and people who are already there, they have to listen.
Yeah. So that's what, like, okay, so that's one my more request. Okay, so yeah, you start YouTube. If by chance is it possible, like when you start your like 7 o'clock, because mostly you do like 10:30, just half an hour adds up. If you can give us like, okay, yeah, I'm starting in 30 minutes or something like that, it will help actually to people.
I did that 3 hours back. I
3 hours.
intimate.
Okay, that's great. I'll keep an eye on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, I just post every time. Like I give a reasonable window.
Okay, got it. Okay, thank you.
And again, like I'm doing this because I'm doing it for myself. I'm just sharing my viewpoint. It's not a, what I would say, a service which I'm running. So whenever I get time, I do it. That's it. Because I prepare it for myself, and idea is if you can collaborate. But right now it's become a monologue where I just answer your questions, but nobody comes up with any idea. The goal was that you can also come up with a new ticker, new idea, new finding, and we can all take good leverage out of it. But right now it's just one way out.
Yeah, so Paji, this is Rajesh here. So anyhow, I don't trade option usually, but I found whenever I trade option, I mostly lose. But now I started trading spread. So yeah, my profit are very less, but mostly it ends up in profit. So so that's what I want to share. So
It's not what I said. It's my intent of making the YouTube was YouTube live or these sessions, that I am working person. I'm not a full-time trader, so I may not have time to check all the tickers which are looking or set up good. So if I share my tickers with you all, and if you have any idea, we can use that and collaborate and use the information for both sides. Right
sure.
now, this group has become that, yes, people come and ask me, but nobody comes up with an idea that, yes, what all tickers we should be evaluating, or this is a pattern which I see, this is a breakout which I see. So we are missing on the intent or the essence of this group.
Correct.
And that's why I want to encourage people. If you see some setup, bring it on and we can evaluate it together. I may not be able to track everything. You may not be able to track everything. If you find or you have one ticker which you're working on and you like the setup beautifully, share the chart. Some of the people do that and I appreciate it, but it should be the intent. And that's what I want to emphasize. It should not be like, I'm answering you. Yes, I can answer you, but either then you are not learning and I'm not learning anything new, right? I'm spending my 1 hour so that I can also learn, you can also learn. You have some tickers, I have some tickers, we group together, we collaborate like a team. You're getting my point, guys?
Yes.
Correct.
Valid point.
Yeah. Actually, some of us are still trying to catch up. So
that's
I think
fine. Like the idea can be right, idea can be wrong. We can evaluate it, but bring with an idea.
Yeah.
Very good idea.
Yep.
We'll definitely do our part.
Like, because see, I am doing this, as I said, that I do it for me every night so that I can prepare for my trades tomorrow. My friends saying that you should put this on YouTube so that all people can take benefit of it. So I said, fine, I'll do that. Now the idea is that if I'm doing it, I'm teaching you all these things. You should go back, try it out. If you do some like back testing, some charting, I'm sure you will have 100% issues. But as of now, none of the persons have come to me and said, oh, I'm not able to figure this out. Not even a single person. Which practically tells me nobody is trying.
I think your channel or your discussion is very helpful. So I think starting tomorrow will be more active, or at least I would be sending you some
Yes.
of my
charts.
Or...
See, if you start sending, right, you will also have confidence and you should not be dependent on me or anybody else. You will become self-dependent. And even for me, I do not have to track all the other ticker scanners to find out anything, because I will see that, yes, you have done a few tickers and I can use some setups from that. And we can use that information, and this way you will also learn, I will also learn about new tickers, and we will both be thankful to each other.
I agree.
Hey, I don't like to be a service where people come and just ask questions. No, I want you all to learn. You want to come to a level where we all can work together as a team, not just like I answer, you ask the questions. No, I want you to tell me, hey, Naval, this is not the right setup. You should be looking at this. That's what I want from all of you. And that can only come if you start spending some time doing some practice, be interactive, be more precise in why you're picking a stock, rather than after picking the stock, hey, where it will go. You should exactly know you're picking a stock, this will go in this direction. That's why I'm picking up a stock. All right. So we'll connect tomorrow. I need to go back now. If you have anything, again, if you feel that I'm saying it in a rude manner, then I'm sorry, but my intent is totally clear, which I want to convey. I want to work, I want to learn, and I want to share what I know, and I want you to learn. I am just like a guiding hand, and you are the actual person who's executing it.
I think
That's
you're
it.
100% correct. It's a community, so we should all feel contributing and learn each other.
Right. Like I've seen people paying $100 and $150 to multiple groups, but they're not learning anything. I'm not
True.
asking for anything. I'm
True.
actually paying so much of my data services cost, which I take care of with my friends. What I want you to do with you all guys is you should learn. You should learn from my mistakes. You should learn from my experience. You should figure out something on your own, and then we can work together. That's it.
Yeah.
And if you cannot take benefit of that, then I think you are not doing justice to yourself. If it's easy to lose money, it's difficult to make money.
True.
Hey, Naval, this is Aman here.
I am
Question. So I've been looking at some charts I've been running through. I think Srini and me were talking about it on site, also on Telegraph. Unity Software U has been consolidating after its earnings.
It has already broken out, man.
Not
It
after
was
earnings, before.
130.
I know, but like it's been running really well, and it hasn't like lost momentum on the daily or the weekly chart. I feel like it may have another run before earnings. What do you think?
I was looking at you for last couple of days. Like I wanted to enter at 130 area.
Yeah.
Where it had this 130 above.
Mm-hmm.
It went up. It's still holding that gap. Like I'm not seeing it come down to the 12 EMA yet. If it comes around that, I'll be definitely jumping.
Okay.
Or if it goes 144.
Maybe I'll set alert around that time, 12 EMA.
Yes.
Cool.
So
Thanks.
144. 144 is the number where I'm looking forward to. But this has been a selling zone for it in the past.
Yeah. I was looking at the options expected move on this as well. It has 151 for this week. So it has got $6 move still left for this week. If tech runs, software runs, they could run to 151. It's just a thought.
Look at you. No, it's a good stock. It has a momentum of $9, 9.7. So it has some move left.
Right.
And this is like monthly options on you.
Mm-hmm.
So monthly option is about $19 move.
Yeah.
It has potential, but the only thing is it needs to come down to 12. That will give me much more confidence, and I'll not be buying expensive options.
Okay.
That's the only thing. But yes,
okay.
Consolidating.
Cool. Thanks.
Making a pennant, bullish pennant.
Yeah.
One more candle to 144, and I think that should be it. It will break out from there. But it's moving every day for last couple of days.
Yeah, I know. I'll alert in the group if I see something more.
Sure.
Thanks.
Thanks, Aman. Guys, I'll be taking your leave now. I have to go back and eat my dinner. And we'll catch up tomorrow. Hopefully, people will get motivated and do some homework and bring up with ideas. All right.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
thanks, bud. Take care. Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.